Hey everyone, time for another animated review. No, not physically animated. No, I mean Transformers animated. Animated Starscream. Not quite sold over. Okay, this has been a major problem with a lot of people, so I'm just going to get it out of the way. What's wrong with this picture? Starscream is supposed to be a lot better than this, and this is why you do this, because you have to get the mold right the first time, so you can do a bunch of secret repaints later on. And if you're going to do that, you got to have a good Starscream to start off with, and this is not a good Starscream. Now, I do have to admit that a guilty pleasure of mine is that I actually do kind of like this guy, but just because I really like Starscream, and this is my only Voyager-sized Starscream. So, yeah, I see why you would not like this guy, definitely, and I'm going to definitely show you why you should not like this one at all. It's just me personally, I'm a little biased towards it, because I really do like it. And I especially like the character from the show, so I'm a little biased, like I said. So let's start pointing out the things that are bad about this. Well, first of all, this mess back here. I really don't know if this is how the directions say you're supposed to do it, but it's really the only way I can figure it out. I mean, otherwise they just kind of go like, they just pop off just like that, and that is one thing I absolutely cannot stand about this, because no matter what you do, it always pops off when it touches anything, at the slightest. I mean, I guess you could do that, but that just kind of looks stupid. So, of course, he's not going to be backed up against any sort of wall or anything because of this general mess. And this is another problem, that he always seems to pop out. And maybe that's not quite as big a problem as this other mess back here, but it's still negligible. Another thing is its feet, and that is, they're these strange claw feet, much like Jetfire's. And I know everyone loves Jetfire and everything, but I still just can't stand these claw feet. I just hate them. But once again, that's just my own personal, belief. Now, the other thing is these missiles, and I don't really find much of a problem with them, because, I don't know, I mean, yeah, they're in a huge, they're in the way, but, I don't know, they kind of look like his old null rays from the G1 series, so I think it looks kind of cool, especially when he's gesturing. So, yeah, I pretty much banged this guy all to heck, and you're wondering probably why I'd like this guy. Well, basically, it's just because I like him, and I can't explain why, I just do. I liked him in the TV show, and I like his size, and I don't know, he just looks cool to look at, but to actually hold and do anything with, yeah, then it kind of gets unfun. And I especially love these awesome forwardy wings that are sticking up back here like a giant cloak or something. And that has got to be the best Starscream face mold I've ever seen in my entire life. It's just so him. So yeah, everything about this guy is pretty much awful, but like I said, he looks really cool, and if you can get him into good poses without breaking something off of him, then it's really fun. Like shooting and sliding at the same time. And the light piping on this one is especially good, and I'm not sure why, but it just totally makes him look fearful. So yeah, and he's also one of the taller Voyagers of animated, so yeah, he goes well with them and everything. So yeah. Kind of a bad robot mode, really flimsy, not very stable, but I like him. But now let's check out that alt mode, eh? Well, this is a cool gel. Guys, really? I mean, really? Yes, now as you can see from the top, this actually looks like a really cool jet. I mean, I love the forward jet wings and everything, but then when you turn it sideways, it's just like, oh my gosh, someone gutted him and all of his intestines are spilling out now. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at those tiny wings and this humongous bulk. Oh my gosh. As far as transformation goes, yeah, it's with all these fragile bits here, and they just kind of pop off every time you try to do anything. It's real frustrating. I really, really hate it. And yeah, it's hard to get the arms up in there, and just look at that. I mean, what's going on there? Really? And this dumb nose cone just looks kind of stupid, because part of the transformation is pushing this deal in, which is never ever a good thing with the jet former, because always it is going to look like it ran into the side of a mountain or something, which is what this looks like. And lastly, the color scheme. Well, see, I don't really mind. It's just this red all over this place. I mean, it's just so neutral red. It's just like, ugh. It's not fire engine red, but it's not like blood red, and it's not maroon either. It's just like wishy-washy nothing red. And this isn't the sharpest of blues either. I mean, I could really do it a little bit darker or a little bit lighter. I mean, it's like it just does not know what it wants to do. It just can't make up its mind on what color it wants to be, what kind of shape it wants to be, how thick it wants to be, and where to put it all. I mean, it's just like a confused, poor little jet. This is not Starscream. Starscream should have such a cooler mode than this, both robot and alt mode. I mean, it just should be neater. It should be faster. I mean, it looks fast and threatening, but only from the top. Once again, from the bottom, it's like, you gotta be kidding me. So, yeah. But I gotta say, I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I really do kind of like this guy. Once again, I don't know why. I mean, is it because of the character? Is it because it's Starscream? Because I love Starscream, and maybe that's why. But I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird. So, yeah, there you go. I really do not recommend this one. I cannot never recommend this one, in fact. And it's just, there are so much better animated figures that are really solid and nice to hold and fun to transform and look great in both modes. This is not one of them. This is not one of those at all. Okay? So, just probably you want to stay away from this guy. The only reason I like it is because it does look kind of neat in this mode like this. And in robot mode, it looks neat to look at, but not to actually touch or anything like that. So, yeah, if you're weird like me, and you're a little wishy-washy like him, then I'd say go for it. But if you like the animated style, maybe. But I still, it's just too flimsy for the animated series. It just seems like not quite there. Not as big and blocky as most of them tend to be. So I would just not recommend getting this guy for any other reason, other than the fact that you like Starscream. But anyway, yeah. I'm Creature Hunt Guy, this is Animated Starscream, and I will see you later.